The V-Berg is making another video. And this one's a pretty good one. Kinda, depending on how you look at it. But I've been thinking because I want to make my own personal ASI and I want you all to have your own personal ASI. I want to make things clear. I do want some sort of restrictions within it. Like I want people to do whatever they want, but there will be some restrictions that will be installed into my, system everywhere. It's think of it like I guess you could say like Chat GPT, which I'm looking forward to Chat GPT 5, but I'm talking about my personal VBerg tech type stuff. So I'm looking for something um, like there's some things that will like if it has to do with ending humanity, like there'll be stuff installed into the machine that will restrict you from having anything to do with, creating anything that will harm humans. Um, like a regulation in some way. But the thing is you will be able to do whatever you want. You can generate stuff like killing in video games, but that's like probably about it. I'm trying to see. There's some things like things that I would install, but there would be things that will be prohibited, if that makes sense. Everything, well, let's just put it this way. It will allow certain things, but sorry, I'm laughing at my cat right now because she's being weird and she's playing with wires, which she shouldn't be. Stop, stop. Now she's trying to bite me because I don't want her to bite wires, of course. Um, but for example, like I said, if you want to make a movie where you generate something like that, it will allow you to do stuff like that. And I will be more open than most stuff on social media. Like it will be like, well, it can't generate that because of guidelines and stuff like that, or too much blood, Those are the things, or oh, it's got nudity, can't upload that, or can't generate that, Um, I want people to do whatever the fuck they want. However, let's just say, let me put it this way. I'll say this. Now she's crashing into my box. Um, but I know this video is going great already because I got a cat that won't stop being. It's like she's hyped up or something too. But I want to create something different, like a file. So you can't upload anything that you generated to any website because I'm gonna have to create some sort of new file. And that's gonna be the thing. I know. This cat is she's off her rocks, man. Let me put it that way. She's off her rocks. She's in hype mode for some reason. Like you could you could see her. She's totally hyped up, right? You're hyped up. The face she's making right here is pretty funny. Look, she's trying to do something. All right, let me just put you on the ground. All right. So, there'll be some things that won't be allowed on certain sites. So you can't share my stuff online because I'm gonna be using different format, which a format won't be able to convert, is what I'm saying. So let's say you generate an image, the image can't upload on a certain website because it's using a different format that no one has ever heard before. That's basically what I'm trying to do here. Um, if you get what I'm saying. So we got files that are just like MP4 or MOV and GIF, right? That allows on certain websites. But file types like RAW, TIFF, BMP, they're like less common. I'm gonna have to create my own version, so it can go on a certain platform. That's the restriction that I want to do. And it's going to go through a process and analyze if it should be allowed to be posted. Um, that's where I'm getting at. I look, I'm for freedom of speech, but I'm not for certain things when it comes to AI generated. I believe in it, you can do what you want, but to me, this is a little bit different. This is artificial intelligence. Um, this is like some new entity coming into the world. I believe in some sort of restriction. I believe in you can do whatever you want in your own home. That's where I'm getting at. You can generate what you want in your own home, but then there's going to be a process. Like you can upload the video, but it's going to be analyzed and it's going to say, okay, this is, you can upload this because it has this and this and this. It's not like bad or, you know, if you guys understand what I'm saying. Like, there's some things that shouldn't be put out to the world, but you can keep into your home, is what I'm saying. It's some new policy that I want to do. It's something nobody's doing because I don't know why people don't want to do it, but I understand. Like, I don't know. I just That's just something I want to get with when it comes to AI generated stuff. Like, I want people to have fun with whatever they generate, but I want restrictions as well. And plus, it would have my hidden watermark on it too. I think everyone should have some sort of watermark or all AIs, even ChatGPT. I think but the thing is the watermark, you can't see it. You can't see the watermark, but it's on there to let people know, like, hey, this is AI generated. I think that's another thing I want to get at. I want all people who work with AI, because I want to do the same thing. I want some sort of watermark that's hidden within the video and within the image. I don't, and the more you watch it, the more you will never find it because it could be a watermark that forms and disappears and generates in something else and disappears, like it morphs. But you can see the watermark if detected. You know what I mean? So think of like a scene in a movie, like let's say smoke. You know how like when smoke, you can see something form within the smoke, but it's so quick that you can't see it. You like even if you frame by frame it, only an AI can detect the watermark. That's what I want to do with AI generated stuff. Okay? It's to let people know like this is AI generated. I think that that should be a rule in a law is there should be these hidden and they form not just like within the smoke, they can form with throughout the whole video. You just can't see it. It could be in a brick, it can be in uh water, it could be in the sun, it could be in the grass. but you can't see it within the grass because there's too many grasses. Are you really going to go through every single grass until you detect it? Exactly. It's going to take you probably a lifetime before you find it, but with an AI system, it will detect the watermark to let people know this is an AI generated video. Um, I think all things should have watermarks. Maybe not seen, you know, like, look, it says it right there. Because people can eliminate watermarks, with AI tools. This is a new form of watermark, which forms throughout the video with the video. Um, that's where I'm getting at. But when it comes to my shit, I want that and I want a new format so it can't be uploaded to like social media. So I want people to understand like, no, you cannot upload this to uh, Instagram or X or Facebook or TikTok or YouTube. Um, you can do that, but you're going to have to go through some steps, like a lot of steps. That's where I'm getting at. So, but because I do want everyone to have their own personal ASI and I want people to have whatever, that's another thing I want to do. Because I'm literally creating I want to create my own company here and I do believe in laws and rules and I believe people can do whatever they want in their own home and just some things should be restricted. Like if you have an Android bot, it shouldn't go out of the house unless it's outside your house, but not like in the public. Like it should shut down. Like your artificial superintelligent is associated with your artificial superintelligent. So every system will be different from everything else. I think about this all the time. I'm trying to think of like what rules and what laws that I would do, um, because that's something that goes through my head. I want everyone to have this, but I also want some sort of rules. Like your Android will shut down if you don't have certain things for it. It's not going to operate. You know, it's like a perimeter, right? It's like a little boundary. It's kind of like think of like house arrest. You can't leave your lawn, and if you do, the police show up at the door for leaving the lawn, because they place this little ankle bracelet. Think of it like that, but within a robot. It's like an ankle bracelet. If the android bot leaves, then it shuts, it shuts down completely. So those are things that just go through my head. And like I said, I want to work with big tech company that thinks about this. I don't know why people don't think about or talk about stuff like this, but this is something that goes through my head, you know. Um, but I do want people to do whatever they want. Just make sure it's in your home and you can do whatever you want in your home. As long as you're not harming other human beings, then I don't give a fuck what you do. That's just my personal opinion. Um, you know the saying, like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? Well, I'm more of like whatever happens in your home should stay in your home. That's the way I look at it. Whatever you do within your own household, that's your own business. That's just the way I look at it. Whatever you uh, create, keep it in your home. And if you upload it, it's going to have to go through a system where we have to analyze and check it before it ever gets released to the public. If you get what I mean. Like if you wanted to make a movie and it's like not even R, it's beyond rated R, it's like an X film or something. Like let's say worse than Scarface or something. Um, I don't know, a lot of nudity and rape and stuff like that. I can't even say it, my bad, but I said it. Um, uh, Pretend I said grape, okay, like the fruits. But you guys get my meaning. If there's scenes like that in a movie, um, yeah, it's gonna have to go through a process. You can't just upload it. It's gonna have to be like, okay, well, you know, you're gonna have to explain certain things. Because I feel like with AI, it's a little different when a person creates something through without artificial intelligence. You know, like a person who makes movies or music, you know, the artists themselves make it, so it's more different. Um, but if it's created by some AI generated, I think there should be some sort of restrictions. I'm sorry to say that. I know it may upset people, but it's one way to solve an answer to a world that seems pretty fake at the moment. And this is coming from an AI guy. I love artificial intelligence. I love artificial super intelligence. But I understand the uh the fakeness that can go around because of how realistic AI generating images and videos can be, that people can be like, "Oh my gosh, is this a real person? Oh my God, does this really happen?" When really it didn't happen at all. You know, it's just like it's AI generated, but you believed it. That's the level we're hitting at, and I think there should be some sort of law, in my opinion. But like I said, I believe in a personal ASI. I want an ASI um, machine in my own home. I don't want to rely on other people's bullshit. I get to do whatever the fuck I want. I get to generate whatever the fuck I want. I get to have my own Intel room whenever I want. I get to have my VR room whenever I want. And I get to do whatever I want within my own home whenever the fuck I want. That's basically it. I don't have to worry about shit. If I'm gonna go alive, then that's a little bit different. That's a little different. Um, should the AI be online? Yeah, I think you can, but it's not gonna be like connected to a regular online. I'm gonna have to create my own tech online server, if that makes sense. Which means I can't go online through another system. So only one system will only be connected to one server website. Like you know, like if I'm going live on YouTube, I can't do it through anything else. It's gonna have to just be through YouTube. Think of it like a deal or something. Like I can only work with certain things because everything else is restricted. I think that right there is being protecting towards individuals, and that's what I want. I want people to be protected and you know, gosh, she's a wild one, right? You're a wild one. Yeah, she is. Um, the Elder Scrolls guys, Samrana. That's what I named her. Samrana. Look at that face that she's making. Right? All right. But no, I'm being serious, guys. But I think there should be some sort of regulations or some sort of law when it comes to these things. And I'm a person that wants everyone to have a personal ASI, but I still want some sort of law restriction. That's what I want people to have. Other than that, guys, I'm this. I'm V Berg. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you agree with me that there should be some sort of law within this type of stuff because it can get messy, you know? And I just want everyone to have their own personal shit because life's too short. Everyone deserves love, happiness, and so forth. But like I said, if you have an Android bot love in your life that controls your smart house, it should only be within the house. If it goes anywhere else, then it should shut down. That's just how I look at it. you know, like a boundary almost. Like an RC car. You can press an RC car remote, and when it goes, if it goes too far, it loses its signal. Just saying. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video.